Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Heirloom Permaculture. On our last video you saw us clean up these cucumbers and showing you how we prune them for maximum production. If you didn't see that video, go back and check it out. One thing I did get some feedback from a viewer and appreciate that feedback is we didn't go into real specific detail about the cuts we make, where we make them, and why. So we're going to work on that video and we'll get that out to y'all. But today we need to take care of these tomatoes. We're going to clean up the ones that are still growing okay, and we're going to take out the ones that have met their demise. And we're also going to talk about the plan for what's going to go back in these spots because we're not ready to take them all out, so we can't replant this whole bed. But we want to maximize our production, and we're going to take advantage of all these little areas where plants got to come out. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, my name's John, my wife's name's Angela. We have a 1-acre suburban homestead where we're growing all of our food now. This is a goal that we started on last fall, in the fall of 2019. So for 2020, we're at the point now in July here where we are not grocery shopping anymore. So we're growing everything that we're eating. In fact, we raise the meat, chickens, butter and cheese, the only thing we buy because we don't have a source for dairy right now. But in one of our previous videos, we talked about these tomatoes, how they have Fusarium Wilt. This is a newer garden, so that was in the soil. Didn't know it till this first planting. And a lot of these plants are really showing that, and they're suffering. We're leaving everything that we can to let them produce and mature and ripen. These are Amish paste tomatoes. They're an heirloom variety, so they're not Fusarium Wilt resistant. But next year, when we rotate this row over there, we'll be sure and use a Fusarium Wilt resistant variety of tomato. But we're gonna do some cleanup in here, get everything out we can, or that needs to come out, and then we'll talk about what's going back in there next.
Well, they're getting a lot of propolis around here. Must have a lot of cedars in the area. Queen's laying in this one pretty good. It's all brood. Go ahead and get into the problematic hive. Laying pretty good. These are young bees on here, so they're not too. If you look way down in there, you see little C's. That's larvae. You know we're queen, right? We just replaced the queen in this one. Here's your, bring out your finger. Get that hole.
Just comb and...
Just comb. That darkness is a little bit of propolis in it, and that wax and propolis they make from plants. It's an antibacterial glue that they put all over, and a lot of people will make propolis tea, and it's got some B complex, some other stuff, but I actually take honey moonshine and put propolis in it, and then when I got a sore throat, I'll take an eyedropper and put a little bit in there, and it fixes you. These girls have always been gentle in this hive. Your camera probably won't pick it up, but there's little eggs in those empty cells. This capped brood here. Nurse bees tending everything. This frame they're still working on. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look down in the cells, it looks like a little rice kernel in there, and that's an egg. And that queen's been there in the last 24 hours. It's pretty much a whole frame of honey there.
You can leave that one.
Well, they got to have something to build with. But call your lovely bride over here.
Hi.
Nasty. A little dirt good for you, right?
Oh, a little minerals here. Get your clean finger out. That was made here.
That's good.
So next year, these bees will be ready to put a honey super on if they survive the winter.
That's good. Couldn't even taste the dirt.
It's amazing how much honey will mask.
Yeah.
So, that's the hive inspection for today. Bleeding, you really ain't gonna bother.
Just try not to hit the leg.
Over here looking at me like they don't like me.
Stirring them up. Stirring them up.
Here, I'll smoke right here. You go ahead.
A little unexpected change of pace there. Visit from our bee guy, Brett. Those are his hives, our stand, everything, but he put the hives out here so that we get the pollination, and then we work out a little bit of something on some honey. So Angela's showing that she's fearless around the bees. Had to show me up. I was standing back a little bit with no gear on, and she got right up in there like a trooper and knocked down the grass underneath the bee stand, the hive stand, so we don't build up a lot of heat and let the air circulate good. So bees are looking good. There's quite a bit of honey getting produced and a lot of brood. So looking forward to, you know, the 4th hive is coming soon, and then next year, and there ought to be a ton of bees around here, and we're going to get great production again. So appreciate Brett putting his hives out here and helping us out with all this pollination. But now we need to work on these tomatoes. So I was just telling them how you're fearless around the bees.
I was fearless. I put a lot.
Okay, maybe not fearless.
I put a lot of faith in Brett.
Yeah, he was smoking them pretty well, so that helped out, and they were calm. Evidently, these are 3, or at least 2 of the hives are extremely calm. One of them's somewhat new, but hadn't shown any aggressive tendencies. So
yeah, it was fine.
It all seemed well, so it needed to be done. But all right, we got to get us a drink of water here, and let's start cutting some stuff. Well, here's the plan. Any plants that are near death, so this one is dead, it's going to entirely come out. These that look like they're mostly dead, if the stem's yellowing, I don't know, they might come out too. I think we're going to go ahead and top off all of the plants so that they stop growing and trying to produce new, and they just go ahead and mature everything that's on them, because I've noticed all the new growth it's got very few blossoms on it. I mean, there's still some here and there, but they're not just high production potential. So I want to go ahead and speed up the ripening of what's on the plants. So there'll be quite a few plants come totally out, and some of them will go, we'll see where the top tomato is that looks like it's growing well, and we'll probably top the plant off just a little ways above that, a little bit of foliage above it, and then cut off all this dead stuff, clean everything up, and we'll see what it looks like then if we need to do anything else. That's not cleaning up tomato plants.
No, but I was gonna harvest the good tomatoes before we get started. But if I harvest those before I harvest the cucumbers, then we'll have tomato sauce instead of tomatoes. So cucumbers first, then tomatoes, then work.
Every day.
Every day.
And you're only 5-6 plants in.
Right. Hey, the good thing is I can see them now. They're not buried.
So we're not going to have any baseball bat picklers?
Well, maybe. Because we still do. You might have to get that one, I can't reach.
There's 2 of them. Well, one of them's not quite ready.
It's too short.
So you can see on that one, I cut off everything down low. It was looking kind of bad. Some of that probably should have came off previously. And then come up here, there's a tomato right up there. It's still small, but I just went ahead and topped the whole thing off right above that. We'll come over here and look for the same stuff. Find how high the fruit is, and then get up here and top that off. And also come down through here and cut all this bad stuff out. We'll be harvesting all of these that are getting close or starting to ripen a little bit, and just probably finish them on the counter. So we had a really big rain last night, and even though we've been watering, that really big rain is causing a lot of this stuff to try to split. So we'll go ahead and get these off the plant before they do that really bad. None of this foliage down here is necessary. Not that any of this has much foliage on it, but anything down here that has leaves, it's below the first set of fruit. It does nothing for the plant. So they can all come off. Just keep working our way through. How about a little before and after? So we've taken out 18 of the 50 plants, so 32 left. And here's what the plan is. We're gonna let these keep going, and we've topped them off, try to get the fruit that are on them to just go ahead and finish off, and hopefully it won't spend much energy trying to produce any more. And where we've already pulled out the 18, we're gonna try something new, something we haven't done. I suppose you can do. I haven't found anywhere, haven't really looked yet, but just kind of thought about it this morning. What we're gonna do, I haven't seen anybody else do. What I'm trying to get at is, you know, we got trellis. I want to keep the weed mat in place, everything, because everything else, I want to keep tomahawks going. So we're gonna try vining squash, and of course, I know I can do this, but we're gonna put green beans in here also. So we're gonna do a little bit of both. And as we take out tomato plants, we'll replace them probably more with green beans than vining squash, but every so often we'll put a vining squash, probably spaghetti. I'm not sure what other variety we'll put in here. I guess we'll look at what we have growing already and try to get a good balance. I know there's one that we didn't plant out back that we were going to, that's a vining, and we'll probably put a couple of those and just grow it. But looks a lot better. A lot of work. It's warm out here, but it's well worth it. So hopefully what we have left will do good. So you're kind of dirty.
Very dirty. I'm sweaty. I'm dirty. I think I'm sunburnt. Get ready for a shower.
So another day hard at it, but well worth it, needed, and hopefully this pays off. So like we've said before, we're not going to have as many paste tomatoes as we had hoped. Yep. Because we didn't know about the Fusarium Wilt issue, but we'll be ready for it next year. I think what we have decided though is for next year, we'll have to think about this because there'll be some overlap, as we're probably going to end up growing less cucumber.
Yeah, I think so.
Because since we'll get more production,
probably about half a row.
Half a row, and then with a wilt resistant variety of tomato, we might do a row and a half.
I think so.
To try to get a lot of sauce.
Yep.
So we'll see what the spreadsheet shows next year. So hey, just a quick little hint here, something we're working on. It's not ready, it's not out yet, but we are going to be having a membership area soon. So we're working on all the details of that, and that'll be coming out soon. I don't know what what soon means, but hopefully sooner than later. So watch for more information on that. Watch on the channel here, so when you see that link pop up, it's available. We'll also let you know what each one of those levels of that includes. So appreciate everybody's support, and continue watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell so you'll know when the next one comes up, and share this with your friends. Hopefully every one of our videos, no matter how entertaining, provides a little bit of education.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. So I don't know, we'll do what we can. So all right, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.